Okay, so the horns I'm going to be doing are Aradia, because a lot of people seem to have trouble with her. I'm going to start using the base of tinfoil, because you want these horns to be as light as it possibly can be, because they're going to be on your head all day. And what you do is you take out a sheet of tinfoil like this, and you kind of just roll it up. Let me do this in my lap. And like that, and you squeeze it, that, and it depends on how big you want the horns to be. Like if you want them big, like I helped my friend wanted big Aradia horns, make big Aradia horns, and if you want them small, like these would this length right here would kind of work for small Aradia horns. You curl it up like that, and you keep adding more foil. But since I'm just going to do this tutorial on big horns, so you keep adding more foil. With this stuff, up here, because you want it longer, roll this foil up and make it lengthier like that. So, and what you're going to want to do is to keep taking out sheets of foil like that or bigger, and wrap it around the horns until you can get it as probably big as you possibly can with the foil. So I'm going to keep doing that here, like this. And you want both of the horns, of course, to be about the same length. And while you're doing that, first you'd want to curl it around to make it into the horn shape you want. Like Aradia, be like that. So the horn should be a good size, like kind of like that. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to take out some clay and kind of flatten it out like that, and wrap it around your horns. Kind of squeeze it on, because it's foil. And you want to have some water by, and pretty much just smooth it on like that. Make sure there's no lumps in your horns. You don't want lumpy horns. Unless you do want lumpy horns.
Just be right back.
Yeah, and you'll want water to smooth out the cracks and pretty much help you smooth it down. I have water, but it's currently pink right now because I was painting with it. So yeah, just keep doing that. Also, when you're adding the clay to the foil, you don't want to have a really thin layer of clay wrapped around it, but you don't want to have a really thick layer of clay wrapped around it. A, it'll dry faster, and B, we're trying to make this as light as possible on your head. So yeah. The hardest part about this is going to be making sure everything's even all around it, and trying to use
Zuko,
as less clay as you possibly can. Okay, so after long molding and sculpting and smoothing out, unless of course you want bumps in your horn, it should turn out like this pretty much, unless you want it thicker or you want to adjust something to make it more realistic. I'm just making these horns, actually not really for Aradia, but for my friend. So, and what you want to do is you'll want to wait for it to dry, and when you know it's dry, you'll be able to take your fingernail to it, and it won't make a dent on the side when you take your fingernail to it. So yeah, I hope this helped, I guess.